Hey, Team Patriot Fitness, it's Coach Sarah, your leader, the one and only, ready to work with you tonight. I am here on February 8th to get you some information that's super crucial, super duper crucial I learned today. One, it takes a little extra love these days to get a customer transferred over to get their military waiver, or if they are a full-time nonprofit, that's the other waiver. They need to do a couple steps. So I'm going to start screen sharing really fast. I'm going to share this on our team page as well, so you can save it. It's going to be in the documents. Screen share, boom, and share screen. Okay, so does everyone see this image right here? I'm going to walk you through it. So remember that this link is going to be a really important tool for emails. This link right here. So when we walk you through it, this is what it looks like. How to help your enrolled coaches to register as a military coach, or if they're a veteran, spouse of active duty, or they're reservist. One, direct them to this website to properly send an email after they've signed up as a coach to get their refund. I should probably label this more how to get their refund back and register and get all the waivers. So two, have them fill out the form like you see it here. So first, it could be either you can select coach or customer, but when it selects coach, it'll pop up to these spaces for them to fill out. It'll be email address, coach ID. So that's going to probably stop them if they just filled out their coach form. They need to go to their email, tell them to go to their email, or to say, make sure they stop at the very end when they finish and it shows you your coach ID right away. It's a 6-digit number. And then their last four is the social security number or their tax ID number, their lifetime rank. If you click on this, it's either coach to 4-star diamond or coach to 4-star diamond, right? And then it has a 5-star and a star and above for customer service. They're just signing up, so they're just going to be coach, not automatically 5-star. Then this is tricky. This is where I got stuck on. Request. Make sure that they press coach enrollments, and then this will pop up a drop-down box with different options. They're going to click military waiver. And then the subject is going to be this right here, refund for military coach enrollment and proof of military documents. I don't know exactly what Beachbody is looking for, but that pretty much tells them exactly what it is. Then I have, this says TBB, by the way, Team Beachbody, this thing. So I have a brief little email that you can copy and paste if you want, put it in your notes in your phone if you're like highly saturated with military or you happen to run across. Then right here, you need to attach a file. So FYI, have them fill out their LES, which is the proof of pay. So I have this right here. 3, attach preferably their LES form from mypay.com, which the military member will know. It's okay if you're not familiar with it, it's okay. All the steps are right here. 4, submit and have them write down their confirmation code. So that is just here is what lesson Sarah Myers learned today. All right, everyone, show me your power of 3s. Are you ready? Are you ready? If you don't have this out, get your notebook out. Yeah. Get your notebook out, House. Get your notebook out. Okay, I'm doing this with you, and I want to show you something. I upped the ante the last 2 weeks because I felt like being a hustler. And this was my last week. And this is the power of 3s on crack, which there's more spots. And this is my add to network. All these names, day. Keep calm and carry on, Kels. This is the week before. Do you see that empty spots? Yeah. Do you see this? Look at the comparison. Hey, I wasn't too confident this month. I don't know why, but I made up for it. Okay, here's my blank one, and I'm going to have everyone watch this really fast. It's by Michael Folsom. Please let me know if you need the volume on this. Let me know. Testing 1, 2, 3. Can you hear that? Okay, let me put this off really fast. On really high. And I'm going to start playing, and so let's see if this works.
And Brig, and I just wanted to do a video about a couple things. First, I want to talk about inviting. Okay, now I know that personal messaging can be scary, but if you are a new coach Or if you are a veteran coach that has never done this, I'm going to challenge you to do this because it will make a world of a difference for your business. I did this at the beginning, and then I go through phases where I do this every so often. Like I do it at the beginning of every single year, well, more so at the end of every single year leading up to the new year. And it makes a huge difference throughout the entire year. So what I'm talking about is going through and sending a ginormous amount of personal invites to your challenge group. Now, these are invites sent to people that you know, that you've built a relationship with, that you have chatted with about their family, that you have that connection with. This is not the first time you've ever talked to someone. That's not what I'm talking about. But that is why building relationships and connecting with people every single day, starting new conversations just about life in general is so crucial, because then you can do this. So what you do is you come up with a message. For instance, it is January 29th today, and you could be doing a huge invite for your February challenge group. So you could just say, hey girl, I have been doing this program called 21 Day Fix, and I am loving it. I'm getting a group together for February and just wanted to see if you would be interested in something like that. Easy peasy, okay? So this is a legit invite. This is not just starting conversations. This is an invite to your challenge group. Now, I guarantee every single one of you could send out 100 of these messages. Easy. Guarantee it. What that will do is, one, they're either going to see it and they're going to be like, oh, sweet, I need to get into shape. What is this all about? They're going to message you back and say, what does it entail? Or what is it about? Tell me more. Two, they're going to write back and say, oh, right now it's not a good time. No, thanks. But if you're smart, you know that no thanks or no means not right now. So that's a seed planted. And then three, maybe they see your message and they just don't respond. So lots of people get their feelings hurt and get all offended that people don't respond, and then they feel weird. Don't feel weird. Don't tie the emotion to the behavior, okay? The behavior is essential. The behavior is getting yourself out there and getting more eyes on your page. They're getting more eyes on your journey about what you're doing. And what you're doing is you're planting 100 new seeds. And throughout the year, those seeds are going to grow. I can promise you that, because it happens every single year for me. And it's people that have said no, or it's people who they'll reach out to me and they'll say, okay, tell me about this group. And I'll see the message, and then I'll see right above them a message from me 7 months ago that said, hey, I'm running a group. Do you want to jump in this one? Or whatever it said, whatever the message said. And they never wrote back, and they never did anything. But I continued to build that relationship throughout the year. And when the time was right, they knew who to reach out to, and they were ready. So don't tie an emotion to the behavior. The action has to happen if you want to grow. Sending personal invites and getting people just to know about what you're doing is essential if you want to be able to grow and help new people every single month. So that's my first challenge to you, is planting 100 seeds, sending out 100 invites. And if that seems scary, start with 10 and then get up to 20 and then 30. But I promise you, if you go through your Facebook list, you could list 100 people easy that you could send these messages out to, okay? That's my first challenge to you. My second challenge is to follow up and the importance of it. So it's the end of the month. It's the 29th. We've got 2 days left before the month ends. If you have not hit Success Club, you have better buckle your buns down and, one, send those invites, and two, follow up. Follow up with anyone who's ever expressed interest about 21 Day Fix or Hammer and Chisel or the 3-day refresh, since those sales are going to be ending on Sunday. So follow-ups are crucial. If you saw, Ashley posted last week something that said something like 2% of people buy something on the first time you talk to them, and the percentage goes up with the amount of follow-ups. So it's like 80% of people buy something like the 7th or 8th time that you follow up with them. So if you are inviting someone and getting a no, or getting a not right now, or getting a no response, and you're leaving it that, you're losing out on 98% of the progress that you can make in your business. You have to follow up. Follow up, follow up, follow up. It's not annoying. You're just saying, hey, checking in. I'm just filling my next group. Wanted to see if you're ready. Hey, checking in. Just want to see if right now is a better time. Hey, I know you expressed interest about the 21-day fix. It's going off sale on Sunday, so I didn't want you to miss out. That's it. You're helping them by filling them in that the sale is ending, okay? If you go about it in a non-pushy, not annoying way, it's going to be received well, and you don't have to feel weird about it. You're genuinely looking out for them. You want to help them. You want to help them get it at the sale price, because why not when they can? And you're doing them a favor by following up, and they're going to be flattered that you thought of them, and that you're not just, hey, and that you're not just concerned with moving on to the next person, right? So I'm going to challenge you to send out invites and to follow up like a boss. And I can guarantee if you bust your booty, if you put your nose down and you do those two things this weekend, you will hit Success Club. I don't care if you're sitting at 0. If you do those two things this weekend, you will nail down Success Club and help at least 3 new people, okay? So that's my challenge to you. That's what I do every single month when there's a sale ending. I follow up with every single person who's expressed interest for that program that is on sale anytime throughout my business. That is like tracking is so essential, and keeping notes by their names like 21-day fix or T25, or just going back and reviewing your Facebook messages with them, however you want to do it. It is essential, and people will fall through the cracks if you are not doing this. So that's my challenge to you. Hope it helps. Make it a good weekend. Okay, bye guys.
All right. Let's escape that. You heard her. Who has seen that video? Because it's pretty recent. Okay, so I haven't watched it a couple of times because I was thinking about recreating it. You know what? In this business, you don't have to recreate the wheel. Okay, so I decided, you know what? I'm going to let the boss say what she said perfectly. So I think I left, wow, that's my dog. I think I left off with that, and I looked at it and I said, you know what? Your coaches, I'm like, they need to rehear this. They need to know that it's simple and you just have to practice. So let's go on to a few things that we need to get through with invites. I'm going to go ahead and do the Power Hour live screen share and talk to you a few things by giving you a visual, and then I'm going to tell you what's important about these presenting a challenge group invitation image, which is it's time bound. It's time bound and needs to be frequent and needs to be given a heads up. So know that your invitation process should give a time. It's time bound. Within the next 2 days, I am closing my challenge group in the next 2 days. If people aren't told that they need to do it now, they're going to push it off, right? In California, do you know how many people are last minute and they wait for that? This chick right here. If I didn't have someone call me and tell me to do it right now and walk me through the process, I would have never done it. Back burner, folks. So what you need to do is, 1, make it time bound. Make them feel like there's an urgency, because guess what? Spring break's around the corner for those college kids. Those spring break trips with your kids, those shorts are coming out. And guess what? Your body needs a process. There's no magic pill. If there is, I'm missing out on it, because everything makes you drop weight real fast and then gain it, and it's really unhealthy. So if they want to do it a healthy way, which is against what society has marketed, it's a 2 pound a week, kind of like 2 pound a month is kind of like the average. But they want to like lose a pound a week. Let's calculate how many weeks until spring break, okay? Break it down to a time bound thing. So get into the mindset of thinking ahead and go, what's a deadline that's in every American's head and in my niche market? So the mamas, they hate feeling like the way they feel, and it's been 9 months. Don't let another 9 months pass you by. That's a good way to pitch it to moms post-pregnancy. If you are a dad, don't wait till summer league or some sort of sport activity you do with your kids and you have to show up around the parents and be the same, not feeling the best. Make it a POW. Make it something that you know your niche market is going to draw in and go, you know what? And get them thinking, their wheels turning. So if you can get your niche market to turn the wheels and go, yeah, I need to buckle down, that is your magic left hook. And what I'm talking about left hook is the call to action. So every post should have a call to action, but it's different. So I had a call to action to ask people about what they thought of my new glasses today. And I got a ton of responses that were great and they were awesome. I made a call to action to Lady Gaga's outfit. Some of you commented. Those are call to actions to make people, you sometimes have to tell people to comment on your page. I tell people to like or share if it's a motivating post or something that really could help out people with depression. What about you guys? Is it like a hot recipe for moms to make healthy stuff for their babies? Share, like, post, share, like, post. Sometimes you kind of have to be repetitive. Another point, 14% of people see your post. 14, 1-4. Yo, that's not that many. So if you think that your call to actions are annoying, not that many people see them every day. You see them because you post them every day. And let's talk about left hooks again. Those are the ones asking to join groups, asking to sign up as a coach, or join your sneak peek live. Make them simple. I'm notorious to not make things simple, right? I give a story to everything. I need to actually like make things more simple. So if you're a storyteller like me, you have to really realize how to actually write a story. That's another team call. 2, connect to your niche, just like we talked about. 3, practice your left hooks. Raise your hand if you have sent me a paragraph. Yo, screen through the people. Have you sent me a post before and asked for like, hey, Bianna, Caitlin, and I know CJ and I have talked about some stuff, but you know what? Don't feel like you're alone in this and you need to create your own. Yeah, we have a team. We have a team page. People love to give their opinion. Those who are successful love to help others. That's a sign of a leader, is to give your little nuggets away. We're not people that hold our secrets. It's not like I'm never going to tell you like what's worked for me. No, leadership is sharing. Also, craft your images to fit a mobile device. What does every American do? Did you know that most Americans have a mobile device, not a TV? Every American is going like this. And if your image does not show up, bam, on a phone, even a tiny phone, because if they don't have an iPhone 6, it's even tiny, like the small. Make sure and test it out and go, oh, like this is kind of small when I put it on my phone. So if you're like me and I create stuff on my Mac, I need to make sure those letters are way bigger than I think. Or I need to brighten my image because it's not going to pop like it would pop on a mobile device. This is getting nitty gritty, but I'm giving you the juice right now. Make sure that you make it inviting and fun. Maybe eye-catching like CJ's post with his transformation because he's had such a crazy weight loss drop and you've given a visual other than a before and after, right? Sometimes it's just not comfortable. But CJ, you probably have an audience that would prefer a chart probably like that. They probably have seen a lot of before and afters, and a chart is something different. They haven't seen that before. Now, I wouldn't say use it again, like right after, but maybe recycle that and keep that post because it worked really well. Also worked really well because the timing probably when it was high traffic. Next, make sure it's fun to read. Someone doesn't want to read it and it doesn't have the first couple good lines, they're going to go, boring, But I'm not saying you have to be really interesting and kind of crazy every time, but make it fun to read. Like make them get something back from it and maybe laugh if that's your personality. Make them laugh and want to read more. They're going to come back to your page because they appreciate it. They want to learn more. There's free content and there's opinions that they agree with and they just want to bounce back and forth with you because like attracts like. Okay. I'm going to show you my slideshow. Let's see. Screen share. Share screen. Okay. So like Micah said, inviting can be scary. The more you do it, the better off you feel, and you're going to perform because practice makes perfect. I'm going to tell you my game plan. What I do is I heavily invite. Like, I mean like a boss. the first half of the month. You know what my goal is every month? I change my mindset is to hit Success Club before the 15th of every month. Now, if you have the mindset of, I'm just going to survive this month and just hope, you're going to survive the month and hope. So change your mindset, y'all, and write on your Power of Threes, I'm going to achieve my goal or Success Club and coaches by the 15th. Now, obviously, we're creeping up on the 15th. It always creeps up. Let me tell you, your first week of the first month, you're like, no, not time for relaxation. It's time to get back to inviting, because guess what? You're going to go, at the end of the month when you've hit your goals, way more relaxing, and you do things right. You build relationships. So switch your mindset. First week, first 2 weeks, all about invite. The second week, free group. Give a 5-day free group. Third week, sneak peek into coaching. And then the last week, guess what? It's prep week for the next challenge group, and it's following up with those from the sneak peek group and to be a coach. And guess what? Those coaches probably should sign up with a challenge pack because they need to experience a challenge group, and they'll go right into your prep week. They'll go right into the beginning of the group. So does that make more sense how the flow of the month should go? First week, pretty heavy on recruiting, but you still plant the seeds, obviously. You really want to focus the first week on getting challengers. Second week, a lot of coaches do the sneak peek invite. Back up. Second week is a free group. Third week is the sneak peek group or event. And then fourth week is prep for the next challenge group and following up with coaches from the sneak peek group. And also following up with those from the free groups. So also, heads up on the free groups, make sure those people sign up with you as a free customer. All they need to do is go to your page, which is teambeachbody.com / your username, and just say, get a free coach. There's 3 buttons, I believe. If you sign out of your profile, you can see exactly what it looks like. I didn't do this all last year. I had 500 people in almost every single free group. It was blended also with other coaches, probably 300 people in every group. I didn't do it because I felt like I was pressuring people and I also didn't know about it. Don't be me, okay? Don't be me. If they ever get involved with Beachbody, they already have you and they know you. Okay, so let me get back to this spiel. Do heavily the first half month inviting. This is not, okay, when you invite, this is not a cold invite. I mean, this is not like, hey, high school friend or college roommate that I never talked to ever. I'm going to just invite you because you maybe feel like you know me still. And no, don't do that. Think of it as basketball, pass back and forth, or ping pong. Boom, 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 boom. 5, 6, 7 times. Commenting, liking, get into finding the group. And in fact, if they don't respond back and forth and not really active on social media, do you think they're going to be pretty on top of responding to your invitation? Probably not. So maybe you just don't want to work with them because it's kind of a hassle. You'll find out when you make relationships, this person's going to actually like follow through. So you'll get that feel. And then you don't waste your time pitching to someone who's not going to want to have a pitch. It's not the right time really because they never respond back. But remember to still build a relationship and then, invite them to free groups so they don't know. So if you're rebuilding a relationship with someone, always invite them to free groups, okay? They may change their mind and, end up saying yes, but build. So this supports why you do your Power of Threes. This supports why you always reach out to people. Here's an example. If you want to write this down, go for it. Hey lady, hey man, I'm getting some pretty great results from the 21-day fitness challenge that I've been talking to you about. You can say that I've been talking about in my posts. I'm putting together a Facebook group, challenge group. I'm editing as I go. This is how it is. Putting together a Facebook challenge group that is doing this program. How about we say I'm making a Facebook group challenge group that is doing this program with challenge. This just sounds weird. Program together. We can edit it later. Would you be interested in joining? So making a challenge, a Facebook challenge group that is doing this program together, that sounds okay, but you can tweak it into your own words. Would you be interested in going, hey guys, this is really important. Always end with a question. Always. Okay. So let's go into our internet browsers right now and let's get on Facebook. I highly encourage you, this is something that's really, really powerful, is to ask questions. Unmute yourself when you have a question. Now, I'm going to copy and paste this into the chat box. This is very simple. I know that some of you have other ways of inviting. Can you raise your hand, unmute yourself if you have a really great invite that you usually use? Here you go. So if you do, or if you have it in your memory bank and want to put it in the chat box so we can copy and paste, I would love for you to share that. And let's go to screen share my page. I'm going to get onto my Facebook, and everyone go ahead and get into their Power of Threes right now. Pull out a piece of paper. I'm going to copy and paste this and actually send it to a couple people after I've said hello. So I'm going to screen share what I'm doing right now. Okay. Do you all see my screen? Thumbs up? Okay, thanks, CJ. Okay, so I'm going to take out my list and I'm going to go to who I have. Lindsay Hoffman. I've talked to this girl before. I'm going to talk you through it. Lindsay Hoffman. She actually came to me and saw my posts, and I'm actually going to go to her page right now because I haven't talked to her in a couple weeks. I've liked her post, but I haven't talked to her. Lindsay Hoffman. There you go. So this is a hot tip. See how I don't see what we've talked about when I've just entered her name? You can go to your inbox up here, see all, and then you can see the history, what we chatted about. So it looks like she's been up to stuff with her fiance. So I'm going to like that. I really do love her jacket. Very expressive, I like. So I'm actually going to go to my messages. She's been probably traveling and stuff with her family. Become a ninja on what people are doing. Become really interested in their life. Because they're following you, probably, and following your life. So it's just respectful to give them back that attention. Lindsay, where are you? I haven't talked to her since December. So let's see if she's on too. Sometimes I also check if they're on. She's not on, so she probably won't respond. Okay, my internet went out. I'm so sorry. I hope that recording went through. See, friends? Internet connection's unstable. For real? Okay. Now, okay. Ridiculous. Do y'all see my screen? Yeah. Okay. See? Internet didn't go. Ridiculous. Okay. It's not on. Still, raise your hand if you're inviting right now. Are you inviting? So there you go. Caitlin's hustling. So go down here and find some people. I'm going to see who's on right now. Also, really, really hot tip, always say happy birthday to folks. So I'm actually going to click on her and say happy birthday. She looks like someone who is from my like page. If it wasn't someone from my like cold market, I would message them. It'd be kind of weird if you got a message from someone that you don't know, happy birthday. I think it would be weird, right? Am I not crazy? I think saying on their page is a lot, normal. Be normal. Don't be weird. All right. Also, I'm gonna write that down as my commenting. So. And it'd be great if I had my pen ready to go. Okay, got my pen. Everyone go ahead and get going on your power. I'm going to give us 5 minutes. If you have a question, I want you to ask, okay? So I'm going to focus as well. So let's just get working. And it could also be doing other power of threes too, but we talked about inviting. I think it's really crucial at night. Three more minutes, and let's see what we can get done there, what's filled out. Caitlin, do you remember Brian McMeans? Yeah, from SEC. Also, look at the mutual friends. You probably been accepting friend requests from other coaches. I try to only allow that if they're like challengers in my group or my downline, because then sometimes you don't know their names and you may like approach them. They're already a coach. Yeah. You want to be connected with people who don't have connections like that or are coaches. Also, I'm going to take a quick screenshot. Let's take a break real fast. I know you are on the roll. Stop share. And I'm going to wrap this recording up, and then we're just going to chat back and forth. So the recording is up. Take care.